Okay, so welcome back. Uh, we were talking about some tips to become successful students. I hope you have watched the previous video. Now we are going to finish our last two tips. I will briefly talk about these two tips. Fourth tip is me time. So, what is me time? Me time is a time which you give to yourself for your self improvement. In other words, apart from all the time which you give, that is to your academic affairs as well as your family affairs, me time is a time only with yourself. I regard me time as one of the very important time in 24 hours of one's person's day. Me time might include time for prayers, right? So let me write down time for prayers, meditation, self-talk, self-analysis, and self-improvement. Okay, this is very, very important because if you give all the time to only one sphere, if you only give time only to your academics, for example, you have left all the other aspects of life. You are not touching upon any aspects which are also important for your personal growth. For example, prayers will give you relaxation. Meditation also gives you calmness and relaxation. It gives you inner motivation, inner energy to carry forward your task which you do it every day. And also you should take time for self-analysis. Write down what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. What are your inner emotions you have. What are the troubling emotions? Let's say in your heart, if you ask yourself, what is the thing that I learned today that can help me for tomorrow? Is there any feeling of hatred or jealousy with others? So you see, these self-talk, self-analysis is very important. You cannot know your strengths and weaknesses while you are working, while you are studying, or while you are engaging with other people. The only time you can get is the me time, where you can see what to improve, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. You can write down. When you know your strengths and weaknesses, then you can remedy, you can improve on them. This is very, very important time. It includes the relaxation, as I said, through meditation and through prayers. This is very important time. You can also include me time when you read some, let's say, novel and any favorite books of any kind you like. So me time is very important. It should be very different from your professional work. Very, very different. And it should be done alone, not with others. This is my recommendation to you. So when you sit with yourself, imagine you can read what is happening inside your world, which is the mind world. What thoughts are coming? What emotions are coming? You can do your self-inquiry. And you can also see what were your goals and how much you have achieved those goals. So can only happen when you sit alone with yourself. So this is, I think, is very, very important. And number last, class and study rules. This is very important principles to learn about how to behave in the class and how to study. So during class, the best thing is, if you want to be a good student in front of the teacher, make sure you sit on the front first 2 rows, and always take notes. Do not just sit idle and just watch what the teacher is saying or what he is writing on the whiteboard or blackboard. Always take notes. This is a very good sign of a student who has come to learn. Teacher can assess. Teacher can readily see who is there to learn and who is there to spend his time by talking to the classmates. If you want to be different, and of course you want to get better marks than other students, if you show your learning attitude by sitting in front of the teachers and also taking notes, just like I'm taking notes now, reading some of the research papers. So you can see, always it helps. So, and also make sure that you always write in clean and neat handwriting, and compare your notes with your classmates. And when you go home, just go through the notes. Don't dive deep into it at the first time. You might not understand everything. It is important that you do not skip reading lectures on the same day. Just go through what you have learned. Just mark down what you have understood, what you have not understood. And also during the lecture, when the teacher is giving the lecture, make sure, if you don't understand, just quietly mark down what you didn't understand, like a star. Make a star sign in front of the notes or the vocabulary or the word which you didn't understand. Just note down. You can ask later. So the more questions you ask from a teacher, the more it's a better sign. It's a good sign that teacher at least know that person is making an effort. And even if you didn't perform well in the exam, teacher knows that student has done something. He has a good attitude and he's a learning attitude. He respects the teacher. He respects the class. He comes punctually in every class and does not remain absent. So then the teacher can give you the marks, better marks, just because of attitude. Attitude is very, very important. It shows that you are here to learn. You are here to learn. You are not here, just to spend your time and just, expect the teacher to give you free marks. So this is the class rules. And what about the study rules at home? So while you are studying, the biggest problem is the distraction. For example, if I'm studying some paper, let's say I'm studying this paper, and if I have a mobile phone with me, which I do not have it now, but if I have the mobile phone with me, and while I'm reading something, I get a call from a friend, and I got a constant WhatsApp messages and Facebook notifications, then I get disturbed. When I'm reading something, let's say for 10 minutes, and suddenly the message comes. So what I do is I leave this paper and go to my phone and see what's the message. And then after talking, for 2 or 5 minutes to a friend, I put the phone down and go back here. Now I realize, if I ask myself, what did I learn 10 minutes before? You cannot recover, you cannot retain all of the things which you read 10 minutes. Before you put phone to see the messages. You must have forgotten many things. So distraction-free environment is must. And please, it's my request. I know you cannot live without Facebook and notifications in WhatsApp, Instagram, but always have, as I said, proper goals. If you have very clear goals, if you have planned your day well, plan your week well, you will not uh, go to do something which distracts from your goals. So that's why I think it's very, very important. Planning and goals, I think, very, very important. It is very, very important. I mean, if you have a plan and goals, then you can work towards it. Otherwise everything collapses. Without goals, everything collapses. You can't get motivation. You will, if you don't get motivation, if you do not know what to do next day, then you will just go and see the messages and waste your time. In coronavirus, like say you are in this COVID-19 situation, what you will do? You will say how many have died every day in sin, how many have died in Punjab, how many have died in the whole world, what is happening, what is the cure for it. No, imagine what is it is going to give you. It is not going to give you anything. Every day is the same, almost same news. How many deaths, how many have recovered. So it's a distraction. Think about, see the advantages of focusing on one thing, and also see what if you do not go to these websites, and see if you don't go to this website, see the benefit. And also for the distractionless environment, make sure that you are organized person. For example, I have many books here. So if you're not organized well, which book should be at which place? If it is placed haphazardly everywhere on the table, then it shows that you are not a planned person, you are an organized person. Make sure you organize, see where the things should be, at its proper place. So this will help you keep distraction away. And number 3 is for keep distraction less, to have the distraction less environment. Make sure you are sitting in silence. Make sure there are no noises in the room wherever you are sitting. It's very, very important. You cannot focus without having noises from, let's say, from home or wherever you are sitting. It should be completely silent. I know at home when you study, it's very, very difficult when you study, when there are so many people coming in your room and going. It is difficult, especially at this time when you don't go to libraries. The best thing is to choose your time. Choose the time which you think is distraction free. Like let's say in the morning at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 7 to 10 o'clock. Maybe people are not very noisy, or the environment is not very noisy, or take the time when you can concentrate very, very well. The best time is of course the morning after sleeping 7 to 8 hours. Proper sleep is also very important. So that's the very brief tips for becoming successful students. So they all go together. I mean, let's say if I just summarize all of these things, if I say just work hard, but work hard on what? Work hard on what? Developing applications, mobile apps, or learning some certificate, doing some certificate. So you have two things where to work hard. Work hard on your studies, on academic study, whether it is school, college, what? So you should be very clear on what you have to focus. That's why I said goal setting and planning is very important. It gives you the motivation. It gives you clear targets, what to do every day, what to do every week, what to do every month. And also, if you want uh, to keep your motivation going, if you want to be happy, then of course you must have the balance in your life. And of course, number four is the me time, where you can write down your, you know, what improvements you are doing every day, so you can keep track of what is happening with you. It's important. And I will just add one more thing, which is very, very important. That is gratitude. Very important in me time. Suppose you have not achieved a goal on today, let's say. Your goal was to learn, at least read one chapter and understand it fully. But, and you know, you but you were not able to do that. So at, let's say, 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. when you have sleeping time, 10 or 15 minutes, take your time with you and be thankful to God that at least you have learned something new, you have understood something, and you are not the same person as you were yesterday. You are a different person because you have learned something new. And see what were the issues for not able to succeed properly, succeed fully for the goal of the day. See how you can improve it. What were the issues? You can write down, but main thing is that be thankful to what you have achieved. For example, if I say, what are the 10 things you can be thankful of today? I can write it very fast. I can say, I'm thankful that I am serving you and through this lecture, and you are learning something, very helpful tips to become a successful ones. And I'm thankful that I have family with me. I'm thankful that I'm learning from them. I'm thankful that I'm getting good air, good fresh air. I'm thankful that I'm getting, water to drink, food to eat. Thankful to I can thank every family members, especially the female, our mothers and sisters who are working for us inside a home while we are doing our work in the laptops. So they are doing much hard work these days. So you can be thankful to them, thankful to everything, and thankful to yourself, and accept yourself, appreciate yourself, right? Appreciate yourself that you are a better person, you are a happy person. You have opportunity to learn, to think, to act, to study. Not many people have facilities, internet facilities as well. You have internet facility, you are using it in optimum way for your benefit. So think about these gratitude things. Try to appreciate what happens every day. Then you will become, even if you don't achieve the goals, okay, you will say, okay, you will see positives in whatever you have done. As it says, you can, if the glass is half full, you can say it's half empty. So if you say it's half full, it has, it has quenched my thirst, and I am feeling more fresh, and I'm ready to work after drinking at least a half glass of water. I should be thankful. So you can magnify something small by appreciating it, appreciating its presence. Even if you have, let's say, internet for 1 hour in a day, you can download many things and then read it. So even 1 hour you can spend in a beneficial way for yourself. So always, I think gratitude is very, very important, even if you do not achieve your goals. And the best way is to write it down. Keep writing what you have achieved, so that you will get satisfaction every day. Otherwise, if you do not keep track and keep stock of of your progress, progress chart, we say, if you don't have progress chart, then you will not get satisfaction even after 6 months, 12 months after achieving something, you say, okay, I achieved it, but I'm not very happy, because you have not appreciated your efforts. You must appreciate. This comes through gratitude, prayers and meditation, self-analysis, self-improvement. All of these work together. So thank you for your time to watch this video. I hope it will be useful, and we please subscribe to this channel and ask your friends to subscribe. It can be very useful for students as well as someone who wants to improve their life. So kindly subscribe it and share this YouTube channel with every friend and family members. Thank you.